Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm Sophia. We are going to pull some shadow cards. Yes, let's see what comes out. I'm really interested in what this reading is going to be all about. We're going to pull from the deck. Shadow is what shadow does. Here we go. And this is called a carnelian crystal. It's good for metabolism. It's connected with the sacral chakra, and it helps with your metabolism, your thyroid. You might be wondering, well, what's that going to do? Crystals hold the same properties and elements that our bones, our teeth, and our ears. That's why they work so well. All right? Okay, so we're going to pull from Shadow Is, which Shadow Does. All right. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, let's see what we got. I hope everyone is doing well. Your day is going great. If not, change it. All right. Ooh, let's see what we got. Let's see what we're going to base the reading on. Okay. There's never random encounters. It's either a blessing or a lesson. Ain't that the truth? Today was by far a weird day. All right, so we're going to base our reading on encounters with shadows. So it's either a blessing or a lesson. And, that's okay because, lessons are there to help us learn. All right, shadow is what shadow does. Let's pull another card. And let's see what kind of shadow we're dealing with. Is this going to be a blessing or a lesson? Don't look outside yourself. Go within to receive answers. So this is going to be shadow self. So, and what I pick up on this is by going within to receive your answers, you connect to your higher self. That's your soul. That, my friend, is a blessing. And you will receive, oh my God, some really good answers. Keep a journal, write down what pops in your mind. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how it works. Your higher self is your soul. Doesn't come and experience earth. Your soul does. You have your soul, your higher self, and your oversoul. Okay? I'm going to take one more, and I got, don't poke the fairy if you don't want to see the dragon. Okay? That's somebody operating in a really sweet way. But when people poke, they're going to see the dragon. And that's basically normal. All right, so let's see what we get for a quote. And we're going to move on to the rest of the reading. So this is really light. I like this. I really do. Because it's really telling you that you need to start going within to seek your answers. Don't look outside yourself. Because people will steer you the wrong way, okay? You will get the lesson. But by going within and connecting to your higher self, you're going to receive a blessing. Okay? And you're a sweet person. You're a fairy that can turn into a dragon when pushed. And that's okay. That is okay. Remember, the more we learn, the more we realize how little we know. So great. And that is so true. The more we learn, the more we realize the little we know. We're going to pull a daily healing message. Let's get a message for us. This is really nice. I'm liking this one. This is an easy one. Like, this is simple. Okay. So, let's do this. Let's get a daily healing message. And we're going to move on to shadow integration. Stay away from negativity. It causes resistance in your health, wealth, and what's meant for you. Stay positive no matter what's thrown at you. Okay? This is true fact. Negativity blocks blessings. You could be the most positive person in the world. You could have good things coming to you, and you get around that wrong person, and it will block your blessings. Why? Because it'll change your mood. It'll change everything of your vibration, especially if you take on other people's projections. Okay? And that's how it works. That's energy, guys. That's energy. So we're going to move on to, we're cleaning out the shadow, the inner psyche prompts. And this is how you integrate the shadow, your shadow self, the one that operates unconsciously. Your inner psyche. It's 3 parts of the mind, okay? The conscious, the unconscious, and the subconscious, which is 95% of our reality. And if you allow people to mess with your reality, that's not good, because then you'll be taking on someone else's BS. Trust and believe that. All right. Let's get some inner psyche prompts. Let's get started on integration. Let's clean out that mind and that heart. Are your core values similar to your parents or caregivers? Are you happy about that? You know, as children, we do learn a lot from our parents, and we do take on those traits as we grow older and have our own children. So this is where you can recognize dysfunction in the family, toxicity, and where you're taking on those traits. This is how it's kind of like a mirror. You see where your traits, as far as what you've taken on from your caregivers and parents, what are yours and what you've absorbed as a child, as an adolescent. Okay? All right. So that is the first shadow prompt. And the next one, let's see what we get. When was the last time you received compassion? What did you feel like? What did that feel like? Sorry, I'm trying to read sideways. What did that feel like? Let me get a little closer here. What did that feel like? What does it say about you? So when was the last time you received compassion? What did that feel like? What does it say about you? Okay? Let's get another one. Write down a recent happy memory. And if you tend to constantly bring memories, negative memories from your past, here's a chance to write down a recent happy memory. Write down a recent happy memory, and instead of thinking of the negative memory, think of this positive memory. And that's what you call transmuting negative energy, especially of the past, okay? When bad things happen, what does it say about you? What about when good things happen? And this can stem from childhood. We tend to, when bad things, when things go wrong, our parents, sometimes they, can emotionally maybe even aggressively have outbursts when things don't go their way. And we take on that. And that will lay dormant. It will be in the subconscious. And when bad things happen to you, that feeling will come up. So what about when good things happen? So trying to distinguish between the bad and the good, this is a good way to peel that inner psyche like an onion. Many layers. And that is it for our shadow prompts. We're going to pull a self-love affirmation because you are beautiful. Whenever you have a negative thought about yourself or things around you, pull this affirmation. All right, let's see what we get. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of things going on in the world. A lot of things that are beyond our control. Best thing to do is just not take it in. Let it bounce off you. If there's nothing you can do, there's nothing you can do. But you can send an energetic, beautiful thought to whoever needs it. Okay? Remember, everything's energy, even thoughts. And that person will feel it. If your mind and your heart match, are parallel, and you feel it, you believe it, that's manifesting. You can send something to the other person, something wonderful that they may need. Okay? I am willing to dive deep into myself. I know who I am. I know which path is mine to walk, and I am walking it with confidence and faith. I am protected. Yes, you are. You are protected. Trust and believe that. All right. Let's get another affirmation. All of my relationships are now loving and harmonious. All of my relationships are loving and harmonious. Yes. Yes, they are. All right. We're going to get a message. Let's get a message. Take a deep breath in. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe it, and it shall be yours. Mark chapter 11, verse 24. And I just said, if your mind and your heart aligned and you believe it, you can manifest. Believe that it is yours and it shall be. That's manifesting. That's bringing in good things to your life. And as I said, you can send something energetically positive to a person, and it can also be sent negative. This is why you have to always cleanse your space, your energetic field, because people can send an evil eye. An evil eye never sleeps. And the best thing to do is don't send it back, because then that puts you in that energy. Give it to the Father, harming no one. Okay? So believe, and it's yours. That's right. And what kind of people do we want to bring in? We want to bring in divine feminine and divine masculine energy. Good people into our lives, whether it be family, soul family, friends, new partners, new friends, new partners, new love, new life. Yeah. Understand the 80-20 rule of love. This doesn't have to be just in partners. This is for whoever you love, whether it be a family member. Expect 80% of your needs met as well as theirs, and 20% is for your relationship to grow separately, whether that be in love, relationships, family, friends. That's healthy right there. Okay, there's no such thing as being in someone's presence 24/7. That's just, it's, you can't do that. And we got things to do. All right, let's pull in some powerful money affirmations for today. All right, Spirit, what does the viewers need as far as bringing in the money? Remember, therefore I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer or in meditation, believe it is yours and it shall be. I'm attracting an unlimited flow of money. I am abundant and my blessings are protected. Yes, they are. They are protected. Why? Because I say so. Let's get an abundant coin, a message for today, and we're going to end this with the coins. One rolled off the table. Oh, we got one here. I don't know if you see it, but there it goes. Your careful nature will bring you financial success. You could be a nurse. You could be a doctor. You could just be someone who cares. You could be volunteering your time. Your caring nature will bring you financial success. And this is the end of our journey. Take a deep breath in. Hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pay attention to your body and what messages that your body is trying to send you. Remember, thoughts, feelings, emotions, and actions are energy in motion. So be careful what you create. Please like, subscribe, and thank you.